Igmon, Part 11. Six had the ship to himself. He searched through everything. He found nothing he could use as a weapon. Just these, he snickered as he looked at his hands. Panzer came into view. A smoking ball of fire had appeared. Soon he would be landing. What a surprise they would be in for. He had put the two dead girls and the boy in the secure room. Bonnie was in one of the sleep chairs. He toyed with the idea of bringing her back to life, but decided against it. Now, as they got close to Panzer, Six decided to do it. Knowing he had not the strength or will to continue living, John picked Benjarvik to take over the care of bunker number 1. Benjarvik was intelligent, compassionate, and hard-nosed enough to do the job. Everything had gone smooth after John's death. That is, until the video monitor of Lizarane's ship, named Lizarane by Igmon after he got it up and running for spaceflight again, suddenly turned on. The first thing they saw was Six in one of the sleep chairs. They watched as Bonnie walked up, then Ray, then Macy and Lacey. They saw Ray leave and come back, and they watched in horror as Six killed them all. Benjarvik knew he could not let them come back to bunker number 1. Trying to divert him to the unlivable bunker number 4, he accidentally sent him to bunker number 2. Her hand was cold. She looked more like Alice dead than alive. Six put Bonnie's hand in the blood fusion machine. Nothing happened. Perhaps she had been dead too long. But then Bonnie's eyes moved and her fingers twitched. She breathed and coughed up blood. Bonnie sat up and looked around. Six removed her hand from the box. Bonnie looked at Six. Her expression never changed. Six smiled. The last of the adults had died. Bunker 2 was now run by a loudmouth young woman named Kayana. Only 22 people were left alive and their days were numbered. A baby had not been born in 16 years. Sex was happening, but no one was getting pregnant. After Joe Peer, the man in charge, killed himself in front of everyone while yelling, "It's a lie," that help was on the way. Kayana took charge. She told everybody that if it wasn't coming, things were going to change. That's when the party started. She outlawed clothes, made the liquor and medical supplies available to all. They watched the old videos that were banned and read all the sensitive material about the history of the planet. Kayana took over Joe Peer's quarters. She found 3 weapons, all the same, knockers, brand new, still in their cases. She found a strange box. She opened it. It had a silver metal button with a spot for the hand to be placed. When her fingers spread out, she placed her hand on it. Nothing happened. She took her hand off and shut the lid. Kayana went back to partying. Panzer got closer. Six knew he didn't want to stay here long. Fireballs shot from the planet. As they reached the black smoke, Six could see nothing but the occasional red flare. Bonnie just sat there in her chair. When the alarm went off, Kayana was enjoying the company of her favorite man, T-Nova. The community in Bunker 2 erupted in loud cheer, but Kayana hushed them quickly by heading to the control room in a mad dash. They all followed. The ship was approaching the docking station. Kayana rewound the tapes and watched as Benjarvik accidentally redirected the ship to their bunker. She heard him say, "Oops," then rewound it further. She took it all the way back to Six sleeping in the chair. They watched as he killed everybody. She moved it forward and watched him bring Bonnie back to life. They watched until the ship hit the black smoke. By now the ship had docked. Kayana knew what the box was for. What she didn't know was what to do next. Benjarvik didn't know if people still existed in bunker number 2. If there were, he wished them the best. Benjarvik wouldn't take any chances, however. Bunker 1 controlled all the bunkers. Bunker 5 and 6 exploded just years after opening. Few people knew that it was built in self-destruct mechanism that was triggered by shaking beneath the structure that destroyed them. Soon after they exploded, Bunker 1 and 4 removed their self-destruct mechanisms and shot the materials into space. Bunker 2 and 3 were still rigged. Time and energy is spent trying to contact the 2 silent bunkers, but to no avail. But Benjarvik called a meeting with his 2 closest friends. They agreed with him they must be destroyed. Six must not be allowed to leave. Kayana ordered everyone to put on clothes. She ran back to her quarters and pulled out the box. She placed her hand down and shut the lid. It pricked her like a needle. She no longer felt drunk or high, but she felt better than she ever had, and she had a plan. Kayana and Tinova read the instructions on the knockers. Easy enough, they said. With the other 20 people, most drunk and high, they walked to the loading dock. Kayana opened the door to the docking station. The ship was filthy black. Its doors opened slowly. Bonnie was sitting in her chair. Six was nowhere to be seen. Kayana shouted, "Come on out, Six. Let's make a deal."